Hi, welcome back. So in this session, we are going to discuss about Docker Compose. Okay, so again, I'm repeating. So this is our Docker ID, GitHub ID. So as part of this Docker sessions, we created a repository Docker-training. So you can directly go to github.com cloud and loud. Under that, there is a repository Docker-training. In this class, stick to class 11 the Docker compose. There is a notepad inside. Let's go inside. So what is we have discussed about Dockerfile in previous classes, and what is Docker compose? Still, there is a lot of confusion is going on. Dockerfile, say for example, I want to create one custom image, right? So I want to take some existing image, I need to modify it, and whatever the modification required. So this image plus the modification. Okay, I need to create this as a image. So Docker file is a simple text file which mainly used to all similar purpose. Okay, but Docker compose, say for example, my web application, okay, requires some web plus app plus db with some other parameters also. So in Docker Compose, you can launch multiple containers. Okay, so exactly in Kubernetes, the similar concept only getting utilized. So even Docker Compose can call multiple Docker files. Okay, I would say Docker file is here. Okay, say there is a multiple Docker file. So Docker Compose is here. So you can call n number of Docker file, or you can call direct image. At the end of the day, the Docker Compose can launch multiple containers. Let's go inside. Okay, so I have the Docker machine. Even we have a Docker installed. So the Docker Compose, okay, sometimes it will not work. So if you want to practice Docker Compose, then you need to install this command, yum install Docker Compose, this package. So this package, you need to install it. So for me, I have installed this package. So if you want to work with Docker-Compose, then definitely you need to have this package, right? Go back to this. So docker-compose.yaml. So I'm going to create one file. Okay, in that file, what I'm going to do, I'm going to download Nginx. I'm going to name it as a never. You can give any name. Okay, and the host name is going to be Cloud and Loud. I am setting the name, and port 80. I'm exposing to port 80 also, and volumes, the data volume, the current directory. You can even this change it. Even you can change this. These are all configurable parameters only. But for this exercise, I'm explaining what I configured in this YAML file, right? So let's copy this. Go back to here. VIM Docker compose.yaml. Okay, so there is a file I have created. Come down. So save and exit. Now we'll do one thing. We are not going to create the data directory as per this. We are not going to create this. Let's say without that, even we are not going to create an index.html, right? So we will go and execute the app. So it will try to read docker compose.yaml and then it will up. So let's wait. Okay, so now docker ps-a. So there is a container is running and exposed to port 80, right? So what is the machine IP address? This is the IP address and we can install it. So here, right? So even if you want to map the persistent directory, right? So you can create the data directory here. So you can go here, see. So this is the way I can just go here. Say echo redirected to index.html. Go back here. See, the reason is, again, we will go back to the steps. So we clearly mentioned the web server root directory, okay, mapped to my current directory data, correct? So whatever you stored in here, it will be actual, it will be stored in here. Okay, so this is a simple compose.yaml with one container. Remember, there is only one container is running. So can we launch multiple container in one single Docker compose file? Let's go together. So just now we did it. Even if you want to run, you can go here, Docker inspect. What is the container ID? Get the container ID. Okay, and even you will get a huge output. From here also you can get the IP address, or you can directly go with this part. Go here, the same command, okay, grep it. So you got the IP address, right? Then using curl command, okay, http:// what is the IP address? See, exactly what you are getting here, the same you can also verify through curl command in command prompt, whether the container is serving the web server or not, correct? So come here. So let's go and clean up first, right? Then we can get rid of this. So now we tested the Docker Compose with one container. Okay, now we are planning to launch multiple container in single time and going to test it. Before that, I would strongly recommend to first clean up. First, I'm going to stop all the running containers, because always your exercise has to happen in the scratch, so that you know what you are doing, you know what is happening. You can easily recollect everything. So now, if you look at Docker images, nothing is there. Docker ps-a, nothing is there. Okay, even we can remove all the files also, right? So nothing is there. So we are going to say docker-compose.yaml, but this time we will go back here. See here, let me explain again. There is a two container we are launching, web and DB. This web going to call Nginx, this DB going to call MySQL. There is a small alignment while copy. You need to careful this. once you copied, you need to have some small alignment. Let's do it. Say insert, go here. The ports should come along with this. Okay, so rest everything is same. So basically, if you don't want to expose, you just give one port. If you give one port, then it won't be exposed. If you want to expose something, then you need to give the local base machine as well as the container port mapping, right? So I am just giving save and exit. Now what you can do is you can run the same command, docker compose up d. Let's check it. Enter. So now it will launch. See, there is a Nginx is getting download and MySQL getting download, and both container will start and up and running. Wait. So data web and data DB is done. See here, both are started. So now run docker ps-a. There is a 2 container running here. Even you can minimize it in a better viewpoint. Okay, and run docker images. You will see 2 images. This is what we have mentioned in the compose YAML file, correct? Exactly, this is how you are going to do it in Kubernetes also, right? So see here how this got exposed. 3306 base Linux machine mapped to this container 3306, and base Linux machine mapped to container port 80, correct? So let's go and check. See, it's working, right? So now you understand the difference, right? So like this, there are a lot of other parameters. You can build YAML file, services, and all other features also you can inbuild, and you can start with one single YAML file. So Docker file and Docker compose will work together if you are going for any multi environment. But in Kubernetes, this YAML file will be handled in a small different way. We'll see in upcoming session. So I hope everyone understand the simple logic of Docker Compose. Stay tuned. We'll meet in further sessions.